season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. A little juke, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
And he's got it to about the 40. The Ravens at 8-1 on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Play action. It's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. In motion goes the tight end. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Throwing on second down, Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll send a receiver in motion left. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd and a yard, Mahomes. That caught by Tremble. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. The slot man in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They will run for the first time here with White. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got a man wide open, complete. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
First down, here's White. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And that flag accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. On 2nd and very short, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They run the counter. Hargrove, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now 17-14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd down. Here's an option right. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
So that was all you're looking for in a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
On second down, they'll run it here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Ravens have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
On 2nd down now, Hargrove. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
is Mahomes on third. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's the Panthers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jackson now. He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got some space here. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense, almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Now a handoff as they run left side. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Yellow. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Pass incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe they're trying to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Mahomes now to throw. And this throw will be intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. Now Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a three-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a three-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in here by Chase. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
A toss left, Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Jackson to throw. That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Now Jackson.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This from long, very long range. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One final try for Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Ravens are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. We all just got a heck of a show, party. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Ravens, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.